Let's move on now to talk a little bit about company culture. You need to make sure you have an empowering company culture to help everyone grow professionally and cultivate success for the future. The value of company culture really can't be overstated. So, why, panelists, do you think company culture is important for integrators? And what are the most crucial elements to creating a strong culture? Matt, let's start with you.
Yeah, this one is very near and dear to me as we hire people, as the way that our company has been built, and everything. So I think culture kind of sometimes gets this idea that it's about like, oh, we have a cool ping pong table or a break room, or these quote unquote perks that you get, and those are all well and good and add or augment to your culture, but those are not about your culture. Any company can kind of add those things in, but culture really comes down to being genuine to yourself, and that's usually the person that started the company or the integration company, and the values that they embody. And so for Flexware, what we boiled those down to in our four core values are: be healthy, never stop learning, say it like it is, and own it. And we do not compromise on these values. So when we're going to look for people that we're going to hire into the organization, we are looking for those core values as we're getting to know them, and we don't compromise on that. You can be the best technical person out there, but if you're missing one of our core values, or at least we feel that way, we just believe there's probably a better place out there for you than at Flexware. So you really have to stick to those core values when you're building your culture, because if you compromise on those, you're not going to be able to have the culture that is genuine to who you are. One of the famous quotes that I've heard that I think kind of encompass culture, it doesn't relate directly to it, but I'm a big Notre Dame football fan. So this comes from Lou Holtz when he was asked one time to describe the mystique of Notre Dame. He said, if you've ever been there, no explanation is necessary. If you've never been there, no explanation will suffice. And I think that kind of sums up culture. You don't really know what it is until you experience it. And to build that is sometimes a hard thing, but the biggest thing I think you can do is be genuine to who you are and don't compromise on those values.
Thanks, Matt. And John, how does company culture play into SL controls?
I think it has a huge part to play, Chris, in terms of, both for our clients and prospective clients and employees and prospective employees. It's important to have an identity and to have a connection with that culture facing outwards, and also for the team working within SL Controls that they're experiencing that culture. So from our side, we have an identity that's based on values that both clients and employees can identify with. That garners trust and respect both internally and externally. And for SL Controls, our values are about having a positive, supportive environment to promote career progression, to recognize the work-life balance that's at play, and also do all of that while encouraging innovation and excellence in our product delivery. So I think for any company, whether we're the panelists talking today or anybody, it is a huge part, and it's that culture that somebody will experience and recognize that that's a fit for them. And in today's marketplace for skilled talent, it's something that we have to promote and make sure that we're getting our message out there so that prospective employees can identify with our values.
Thanks, John. Donald, how about you?
So yeah, company culture absolutely sets the tone for, what you do, how you do it, and your desire to come to work every day. At Great Solutions, our core values really can be summed up in trust, safety, and people first collaboration always. We want to be trusted advisors, delivering outcome-based solutions with deep collaboration and lasting partnerships with our customers. But at the same time, we want to provide fulfilling team experiences. And all of this starts at the top of our company with our CEO Walker, and how we have transparency and continued dialogue at all levels to make sure that we're all aligned and going in the same direction as a company, as well as looking out for each other and finding opportunities to where people can find that enjoyment and do some of the things that they enjoy doing, explore new technologies and learn new things as well. So to me, being at Gray Solutions, that people first attitude is absolutely key. You know, they call us solutioneers, and we are solutioneers. We're not just employees. We're empowered to let curiosity lead. We look for people who have that same desire and curiosity to see what's out there in the world. You know, and it's a reminder, it's not just clever wording to call us solutioneers. It's a reminder that we need to understand the challenges our customers face and look to implement the best solutions for them, not just push some new cool technology that's kind of flashy. Again, at Gray Solutions, our people is our strength. Without them, we don't have anything. And so, you know, we look for like-minded people who can push that envelope, you know, deliver innovation and let curiosity lead.
Thanks, Donald. Nigel, how about you?
Yeah, well, I think I'd first echo everything that the panelists have said. I think there's so much commonality between us there. But I think one thing in particular that I would focus on is, again, that like Matt had said, that people first, and that really includes, you know, our customers as our key focus, but our team, who, again, we would be nothing without. So, you know, we want our team to enjoy coming to work. We want our customers to enjoy working with us, and that's a key part of what we do here at Actemium. At the heart of the company is our people. And then when it comes to what are the critical elements of this creating the culture that we have here at Actemium, I would say first and foremost, it's the purpose that everyone has to, and their contribution to the overall company. I think we really try to instill and really outline from an early stage of an employee's time at Actemium, their key contribution, their stakeholder in our business, in our success with our customers. And I think that really then drives, you know, better partnerships with our customers and longer sustained relationships.
And Julio, your thoughts on company culture?
Yeah, I completely agree with the rest of the panel, especially Donald. I think that creating the environment stimulating environment for growth and getting input from engineers is crucial. Otherwise, they're going to leave because they're going to reach like a ceiling, like a stop, right? And they're going to look elsewhere. But that's basically what we would try to instill is an environment where we ask them, what kind of industry are you interested in? What would you like to be doing 5 years from now? And of course, it's going to change throughout their career. But you know, we have direct reports, engineering managers, and team leaders that are capable of maintaining direct communication with every engineer and every department to keep close tab on what they like and what they like to do, and even for team events and team building exercises. So that's what we kind of focus on, just communication.
Thanks, Julio. A lot of intangibles to consider on the topic of company culture.